Who's got the drugs?
Hello.
It's a peculiar quirk. Hey, the beds are inside of the tents at this NCR facility. What a change. I wonder about these benches. Like, why are they so fucked up and weird? Like, look how crookedly this board is on. Why would they do it that way? These are presumably not, like, pre-war benches, right? Aesthetically, it's weird. Like, I can see why the corrugated shitty metal or whatever they get a hold of might not look amazing, but why does the wood look so bad? It's just from trees. Like, it's just wood. And this is presumably something that they made. Granted, they put it in here incredibly badly. Like, why? Like, they're so committed to the aesthetic that these aren't believable spaces for humans to live in or exist in. What's up with the roof of this thing that they presumably made? And why did they put the bench, one, that close to the other bench? But also, why is it on top of this metal and crooked?
Hello.
Why would they put it like that? This is a base that they built, very obviously. It wasn't here already. So what asshole put the bench like this? Don't they use it? Why is it fucking diagonal and crooked and sticking up on one side? These are believable as just like making do with space and so on, but I don't understand why the stuff that they clearly have built is like also exploded somehow. And this isn't specific to this game. It's just
patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
You did say nuclear, okay. I thought they like I said nuclear. I was like, what? I'm like, George Bush didn't even happen in this timeline. Ever. You could say it's their aesthetic, and it is. But I also feel like it'd be kind of nice aesthetically to like have the clashing of like scavenged stuff versus newly built stuff like next to each other and then like parsing what you're looking at and so on. But then again, like Fallout 3 was almost entirely green, and Fallout New Vegas is gold-ish, and they're really committed to that color scheme. It's like a flattening of the whole world, where the whole world just doesn't have any color contrast really at all in these games.
Hello.
It's a thing they committed to. Not spotting a ton of named characters so far. That was letter 9. Janie, if you're reading this, that means I didn't make it. I want you to know that you were the most important thing in my world. You were my sun, my moon, my stars. Even out here on the battlefield, I thought of you every minute of every day. At night, I put your picture on the bunk above me and looked into your beautiful eyes until I fell asleep. Even though I'm gone, know that I'll always be with you. Just close your eyes and think of me, and I'll be there, right by your side. Daniel. Dear Mom and Dad, if you're reading this, you know I won't be coming home. I'm sorry how this all ended. I'm sorry for all the times that I didn't listen to you. I'm sorry for storming out the way I did. But I want you to know that you are the best parent anyone could have ever had. You gave me everything I could have ever wanted, and I only now see that. Thank you for everything. Your son, James. Shouldn't all these letters be in, like, an office somewhere? Where they can, like, distribute them from if the person doesn't come back? I'm finding them in people's bags, which is raises moral issues of, like, what am I doing here? But also, like, the other one was on the person who was dead. The guy who exploded at the minefield had his letter on him, which seems unhelpful in that situation.
If you're looking for supplies, I'll make this easy for you. There aren't any. But something tells me you're not here for that. What do you want?
How are things around the camp?
Not good. If we don't get more supplies, we're gonna have to start using dirt for food and sticks and rocks for weapons. Hey, how'd you like to do something for me?
Depends on what sort of thing.
I want you to collect NCR dog tags from our fallen troopers. That way I can keep track of who's gone and how to reallocate our supplies.
Seems easy enough.
It's easy. Just bring back any NCR dog tags you find, and I'll try to make it worth your while.
Well, I have a bunch of those already.
I still don't have any supplies to spare. Is there something else I can help you with?
Wow, you're very rude for somebody that was just asking for my help. I found some NCR dog tags.
Good work. If you find any more, you know where to find me.
They're worth 2 bottle caps each, which is not much. Maybe a threshold leads to reputation or something. Tell me about yourself.
Me? Well, I've been doing this shit for far too long and have been in too many battles to remember. Still, this has got to be one of the worst situations I've been in. Not too much I can do about it, but do my job and do it right.
You know anything about Dr. Richards' missing medical supplies?
No, can't say I do. I got my own problems to worry about.
Trade.
I don't have any supplies to spare, but I got caps if you have anything you don't need.
Yeah, he doesn't have much. Ah, what did I just do? I think I just got thrown by something. Oh, I just hit the accept button, so it cashed the money. Okay. That threw me off really bad. Weapon spread reduced. Oh no, not my weapon spread.
Another satisfied customer. Things are still pretty damn rough, but we're keeping it together.
Goodbye.
Uh-huh.
Not much progress in asking around so far. In that I have not gone from the binary state of unsuccessful to the binary state of successful. A storage shed is hard to get into. What if it's full of the thing I need to find? It could all be in there. Let's see, is there an entrance to this building? The mess hall. Private Sexton.
Hey there, the name's Sexton. Private James Sexton. Welcome to Forlorn Hope.
Oh, I stole your letter. What's your assignment?
I've been placed in charge of morale. It's difficult trying to keep spirits up with the Legion nearby. In fact, there's more hope in wrangling Brahmin with my grandmother's stocking than inspiring these troopers.
So there's no hope in hope.
Ironic, isn't it? But it's understandable. The constant skirmishes take their toll on everyone in the end.
Wow. Bringing up morale must be difficult.
I call that an understatement. But I can't complain. I'm not in the field as much as the others. I just stay here most of the day, coming up with activities to occupy the camp. Which reminds me of something I've been meaning to try. A killer competition to boost morale. Interested?
I'll kill you for asking. Jesus Christ, these responses. Hell yeah, tell me about it.
Great. Since the camp is threatened by Legion, I propose a hunt. Kill any you encounter and bring me the Legion's ear as proof. You get it? Legion ear?
Ha 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 ha. That's hilarious. You think of it on your own?
Yep, been waiting for a chance to use it. So can I count you in?
That's actually the entire reason he came up with this game. Sign me up.
Great. Don't be surprised if you're already last when you return. If I'm right, the troopers will use any excuse to slaughter Legion's scum. Can I help you with anything else?
Here's some ears.
Oh man, awesome! The competition is still going strong. Keep it up. What can I do for you?
This is very much the designated collectibles repository area. How's the morale doing?
Lower than a feral ghoul's IQ.
Have you heard anything about Dr. Richard's missing medical supplies?
About the shortage of Hydra, right? We all have our own ways to deal with this place. Me, I sometimes walk at night. Calms the nerves. I think Private Stone does the same thing.
What makes you think that?
I sometimes see him wandering around the camp. Well, he seems to need more time to himself. His cot's still empty when I return after midnight. Did you need anything else? See you later.
Is he the one taking the drugs? And then wondering who's doing this crazy thing. If only there was some way to find out. Pressing every wrong button here. Proud of me. Taking a walk at night sure seems incredibly dangerous. I never went in, did I? Nope. No one in the barracks is unique. One of the weirder things to think about in RPG is just the act of just kind of walking around the camp and just kind of like looking at everyone and getting a read on which people are like real or like have some kind of like, these are the characters that matter and these are the characters that you just never will get anything out of and basically aren't real. This potentially seems to be setting up how many people have died. Just the fact that there's so many beds everywhere. You get those blowflies. Oh, they're running away. Let's not chase the blowflies. Okay, there's... You guys alright? Alright. But there's so many beds, but so few of them are actually have people to put in them. Tech Sergeant Reyes.
Hey, you're not one of the troopers. Got a second? I have work I need done and nobody here at the camp has the time or inclination to help me out.
What do you need help with?
I have the delightful task of tabulating stockpiles, kill ratios, mission success rates, radiation deaths, and other truly fascinating numbers. I've come across numerous inconsistencies between our numbers and our reports, especially with regards to intercepting hostiles. I'm wondering if our radio security codes have been compromised. I need someone to deliver security code upgrades to each of the ranger stations.
You think someone is listening in on your broadcasts?
Less than a third of reported enemy sightings are getting intercepted. Either our intel is faulty, or our enemies are one step ahead of us.
You'd think the NCR would be really concerned about this kind of thing.
I've been trying to get someone to authorize this update, or at the least get field clearance to leave the camp and do this myself. But nobody takes me seriously. They just think I'm an incompetent desk jockey trying to glamorize the importance of my job.
What makes you think you can trust me with security codes?
The security codes are unique to the radios at each ranger station. They're useless anywhere else.
I'll help. Tell me what I need to do.
This holotape contains the updated security codes for the ranger stations. Show it to the comm officers there. Once the new codes are in use, anyone still using the old codes will just hear static if they're listening in on our frequencies.
What do you do here?
I handle communications for Camp Forlorn Hope, compiling reports I've received from the rangers at Camp Golf as well as the brass at McCarran. Unofficially, I'm also in charge of radio security. No one else seems to take it as seriously as I do. Bye.
Watch out!
Everyone just keeps yelling and periodically. Why would you not care about radio security? It's literally the entire way that you know anything is happening, or what to do, or where the enemies are, or communicate on any level.
We're kind of busy around here for social calls, so if you're not here to help out, just stay out of my way.
What do you need help with?
I've got the Legion at Nelson breathing down my neck and not enough men or supplies to get this camp into fighting shape so we can strike back. I need someone to talk to a few of the officers and help them resolve some of the problems around here. If I can get this place in order, then I can focus our efforts on taking back Nelson from the Legion. And the more that gets done around here, the more resources I'll be able to put into assaulting Nelson.
I could do that for you.
Good. Let's not waste time then. Our biggest problems right now are supplies and troops, and the Legion is draining us both. Quartermaster Mays has been complaining to me non-stop about the lack of supplies. But unfortunately, we aren't getting a resupply anytime soon. I want you to speak with him and see if there's anything you can do for him.
Watch out!
What are you guys doing? You guys keep freaking out every opportunity. Nothing's happening. Is it because you were in combat earlier? Oh. Oh.
That takes care of that.
The bugs came to us. So they were just right outside the whole time. But it wasn't like properly triggering the fight. Yeah, my first loop through I didn't necessarily get everything, but I think I have now. Climb. Climb. Yeah. Talented. Look at me go. Don't break my legs. Okay. Are you sure you're not taking the drugs?
There's my little buttercup. What can I do for you?
Okay, this is getting weirder over time. I wanted to talk to you about your missing medical supplies.
So you found out what's happening with the supplies?
I had some questions.
What would you like to know?
Where do you keep your supplies?
Locked in a cabinet here in the medical tent. I'm around most of the time, but I can't keep a constant watch on them.
When did you notice them missing?
I remember coming in one morning and noticing my supplies were lower than they should have been. I thought it might have been a mistake, but another morning I noticed the same thing. The camp is pretty dead at night, especially at 0200 hours when the guard shift changes. That'd be a good place to start looking. Okay then, what would you like to talk about? Until we meet again.
That's the real hint. I need to check out this area at 2 o'clock in the morning. And then I'll see someone sneak in a boot.
Patrolling the Mojave.
Especially if I'm way over here and I'm really stealthy. Joke's on you, I can't sneak. So it's 8 p.m. I had to wait for 6 hours. I guess we just hang out for a bit. Very politely. Almost there. Come on, do the thing. Hello. He said that in medical tent, right? Not like in the supply building? It's almost 3. I'm not getting it right now.
Better move along. There's not much for you here.
Okay, so it's him. I think it might be the sneaky guy. It's really sneaky. Look how suspicious he is. Shitballs will never catch him. He does not understand that I'm watching him. Oh, this is actually really funny. Oh god. Just being confused for a few minutes and just thinking I fucked up the quest and misinterpreted something. And then seeing this guy. Video game stealth. Where crouching is stealth as opposed to not being a scene is stealth.
Oh, what are you doing here?
Catching your ass. I saw you stealing Mr. Witch's medical supplies.
Look, it's not what you think. I can explain everything if you'll just hear me out.
This better be good.
Have you looked around? Have you seen what's going on here? What we're going through? This place is hell. I've seen all my friends butchered by the Legion in front of my very eyes. I can still hear their screams at night. All I wanted was a little escape, so I took some drugs to help me do that. Is that so bad?
What about the injured men that need this medicine?
I never thought about that. But look, I needed this. I needed to escape for just a little while. I needed this. So what happens now?
If you promise to stop, I won't turn you in.
What? Hey, sure. You got a deal. Thanks. I owe you big time.
Bummer situation in general, but also what kind of... How do you not even consider the idea that this entire place is running out of supplies and you're taking some of it? And there's people right over here in trouble.
There's my little buttercup. What can I do for you? So you found out what's happening with the supplies?
So you're incapable of actually saying that the problem's solved. You're like, you'll find that it won't be happening anymore. Nothing like that. I wasn't able to find out anything.
That's too bad. These men really needed those supplies. Thanks for looking into this. I appreciate it even though you didn't find anything.
I completed it by disappointing everybody. Look at me go. I'm so radical. I don't think I even got experience for that. Welp. An attempt was made. And now they want me to go back to the quartermaster. I assume it's worth it to get rid of the Legion nearby, but I can't imagine that that camp is that worth it. Like, what is it even strategic for? It's just in the middle of nowhere.
I still don't have any supplies to spare. Is there something else I can help you with?
Major Palatli sent me to help you out.
So, the Major has you running errands for him. Well, we're short on personnel as well as supplies, so we'll take all the help we can get.
Yeah, he asked me very politely. How can I help you with your supply problems?
The Major let me send out some troops to gather supplies, but unfortunately they never returned. I'm guessing they ran into some trouble on the way. You can help by finding the troops and assisting them in bringing back any supplies they found.
Any idea where I should start looking?
I sent them to Helios 1 to see if they had any supplies they could spare. They gotta be somewhere between here and there. I'd try searching the main road or checking with the men at Helios 1 to see if they know anything.
This sounds pretty dangerous.
Of course it's dangerous. Damn Legion raiding parties have been giving us hell ever since they took over Nelson. Hell, my men probably got ambushed by a raiding party. But we need those supplies and we need them badly. We really need those supplies. So don't take your sweet time finding them.
Yeah, at this point, the Legion have made sure that I'm going to be invested in these kinds of problems. Because they're attacking me in public now. Let's see if they heard anything, but I'm sure they haven't. I think it was the people that were in that minefield, so that's a bad sign.
What is it? I'm a busy woman. What is it?
I wanted to check on the troopers sent from Camp Forlorn Hope.
Yeah, they were here a while ago. Gave them all I could, which wasn't much. But as many problems as we're having here, I know they've got it worse. I've seen soldiers get assigned there. It's like they got told they were gonna die. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. If you're trying to track them down, we put a GPS marker in the supply crate. You can track it with your Pip-Boy. Good luck.
I think this is the first time anyone's mentioned Pip-Boy since the first character.
Later.
Comes up so infrequently. Well, I've got bad news, because it's probably exactly who I think it was. I think I have to go out this way. It's all a big cliff. Have you guys considered rebranding? Forlorn Hope's kind of a rough name for any camp where people are supposed to succeed ever. The fact that it became a hopeless place by happenstance almost feels like a self-fulfilling prophecy at that point. So will it be the place with all the mines? It does seem to be a different direction.
Hey.
It changes up their chances a bit. Maybe. Where are you guys at? No, we're not quite there yet. Oop, enemies. Whatever comes running at me is probably what did it. Rad scorpions. Oop, there they are. Scorpions aren't on me yet. I'm not reading any more of these letters. Oh. Oh, no, it was Legion. He politely announced himself right now. You just got anime murdered. Look at me go. I held the sword backwards. Like in that show. I'm so cool. Is this proper technique? Oh, come on. I don't need that to happen too. This is rude. Yeah, what was my droid doing? Maybe it successfully killed the Legion member that was nearby or something. I'm not being like, lol, Japanese equals anime. It's just goofy having a character just pick up a sword like this and just be like, oh yeah, here I go. I know how this works. And also that's like, and also the implication of like, why? Who the fuck is Ranger Payson? Okay, oh man, they like me less when I murder them. Thanks for teaching me morals, video games. Literally, where did that guy come from? Makes me wonder about how many scenarios there might be where there's like just some guy around that I just miss. Like if someone's willing to help in the fight and then just walk away without me even being within range of them, I could just not know he exists.
No sudden moves and you and I will do all right. What do you want?
What are you doing out here?
Keeping watch on the river and looking for anyone trying to cross it. The Legion likes to send infiltration teams over on rafts.
There's a river here? I'd like to know more about the NCR Rangers.
Best of the best. That's all there is to it. Really nothing more to say than that.
Okay.
See you around.
River? I guess there's a river over there. On the opposite side of Camp Forlorn Hope. Is that what you meant by river? Was that the river all along? I don't know. Like me.
I still don't have any supplies to spare.
Yes, you say this every time. I found the supplies.
I take it my men were dead. It's a high price to pay, but these supplies will save a few lives here. Thanks for finding these. You should check in with the Major. He'll want to know about this.
Yeah, you guys pretty desperately need to either take out the Legion nearby or leave. This hanging out here I don't think works on any level for you guys.